and buyers, good afternoon and a very warm welcome to what is sure to be another very special Harcourts Rata and Co auction here at number 281 Larch Street in Thomastown. My name is Robert Ozzimo. I proudly represent the company of Harcourts Rata and Co, and I'm joined here today by some of my award-winning colleagues in blue. Should you require their advice, please feel free to approach either Aman, Daniel, and of course the best husband and wife team in the game, Ilia and Menkinoski, who no doubt you've had the great opportunity of meeting throughout the marketing campaign. Buyers, let me share with you now the following announcements, which are in place to help you bid and buy with absolute confidence here today. The auction will be conducted in accordance with the rules and any additional conditions that remain available for inspection before the start of the auction. The auction rules prohibit an auctioneer from accepting bids or offers for a property after the property has been knocked down to the successful bidder. The vendors have a reserve price as the auctioneer. I'll indicate bidders on request. The law prohibits false bids, prohibits major disruptions by bidders, and prohibits bidders attempting to prevent others from bidding, and provides for fines for such conduct. The rules permit for vendor bids. The words I'll use during the auction to indicate that I'm making a bid on behalf of the vendor are vendor bid, and by law only I, as the auctioneer, can make a vendor bid. The contract of sale has been on display prior to today's auction. We call for 10% deposit upon the fall of the hammer and the signing of that contract to take place here today, with the balance to be paid at settlement in a flexible 30 to 60 days time, at which time the vendor will provide the lucky buyer with vacant possession of the property. All in all, quite a straightforward contract. Everything's in there, everything is quite clear. Buyers, it's with my highest recommendation what we offer for your consideration and competition here today. A great opportunity for the first home buyers among us, a great opportunity for the investors, and perhaps an opportunity for the downsizers or young families here in the heart of Thomastown. Easy access to shopping in the guise of May Road and Station Street shopping, not far away at all from Thomastown Station, providing simple access into the city. And of course, you have the Western Ring Road at your doorstep. The property itself immaculately maintained, immaculately presented by the current owner. Absolutely nothing to do. They don't build units like this anymore. They don't build them this big anymore. The two-bedroom unit supported by an impressively big floor plan, a separate lounge, very hard to find these days, very hard to replace here in the heart of Thomastown. I'm over to you, buyers. If you'd like to get the sold sticker on the board, now is your time to reserve that right. Where can I see a fair and reasonable starting bid for 281 Larch? Who'd like to start us off? I don't mind the call. I'm in your hands, buyers. Where can I see you start? This is your moment.
510,000.
At 510, welcome, sir, and best of luck at 510,000. Fairly been offered now at 510. At 510, the bid. At 510,000, bids here. Opportunity with you all at 510,000. Fairly been offered. At 510, the bid. At 510,000. First call at 510. Are we done? Surely not. At 20, I'll take the 10 and same courtesy at 10 if you like, sir. At 20 then, 30 the call. At 520,000, welcome. I wish you the best of luck here today. At 20 I have. At $520,000 now. At 520, bid there against your bid, sir. At 20 now. At 520,000, one bid not enough here for you today, sir. At 520,000, 520,000. At 30 now, welcome. At 530,000. At 530,000, three now at 30. At 530,000, bid there, back against your bid, sir. At 30 I have. At $530,000, fairly been offered now at 30 the bid. At 530 and 40 and welcome. Best of luck at 40 now. 50, can I suggest at 540,000. At 540,000, fairly been offered at 40. No, sir, but we will be soon, sir, at 540. At 540,000, bids here at 40. At 540,000, once. At 540, all done. Second call at 540,000, done.
50.
At 50, welcome, had it here first at 550,000. At 550,000, ask me again, sir.
Are we on the market?
Yes, we are. We're selling here today at 550,000. Bids here
560.
at 60 and welcome back at 60. At 560,000. Bids here now at 60. At 560 the bid. At 560,000. Fairly been offered at 60 now. At 560,000. We're on the market. We're selling here today. If you've come to buy, you must bid me now if ever hold your peace. No second chances. Once the hammer falls, sold is sold. At 60. Bids here. Keys are here. If you're waiting for me to go inside and seek instructions, that won't be happening here today. I'm out here till we sell at $560,000 the bid now. Once at $560,000 and 65 now. Welcome, never too late till the hammer falls at 65. Fresh competition. Best response to a new bid is a big one. Are you absolutely short? 70 now. Take the 5 at 70. At 570,000, the bid's back here now at 70. At 570, the bid. At 570,000, you've got to give me at least more than one bid, sir, before we part ways. Now's when it counts. You've got to dig deep if you want to buy. At 70, the bid's there, so are the keys. At 570,000. At 570, the bid. At 570,000, first call. At 570, done. At 75, welcome at 75. At 75 in the bids here, I'll still take the 5 at 80 now. At 580,000, the quick retort and again at 85. At 585 in the bids there, make it 90 now. At 585, fairly been offered. At 585,000. At 589, at 90 now. At 590. At 95. 600 beckons, sir. At 595.
600.
At 600,000, even money now. 6. At 600,000, don't let us scare you off, ma'am. It's just a round number. At 600,000, the bid's there. Opportunity with you. Are we done over here, sir? Thank you very much for your bidding. At 600,000, even money now behind. At 600, we done over here, sir, ma'am. Thank you very much for your bidding here today. Done here. Thank you again. At 600,000, bids there. 6. Need to know, Ilia. At 600,000, against your bid. 1,000, yes I will, at 601. And same courtesy in 2 now. At 602,000. At 602,000 now. At 602. At 602,000, fairly been offered. Bids here at 602. Maybe try a bigger bid, see if he meets that. At 602,000, fairly been offered at 602. At 3 now, at 603 the bid. At 603, at 605 got. At 605,000. At 605 the bid's there. How about 10, ma'am? At 6 at 606. At $606,000 bids back there now. Back against you at 7 got. At 607,000. Almost sold it here for 100,000 more, sir. 607,000 now. And 8 at 608. At 608,000. At 608,000. It would have looked good on the camera though. At 608,000 bids there against you. Can I say 10?
609.
At 609 now. At 609 the bid. At 609,000. Are we absolutely done? He's done enough there. You're absolutely sure. Thank you once more for your bidding here today. At 609,000 bids here. Keys are here. We're selling once at 609. All done. Second call, $609,000 the bid. Done and finished. Third, final call, $609,000 the bid. All done, all finished, all silent out at 609. We're definitely done here. We're done over here. Are we done here? At 10 now, welcome back at 610. At 610 the bid. At 610,000. At 610,000, best response is a big bid. At 11 now, at 611. Are we done over here, ma'am, sir? Definitely done. Thank you very much for your bidding here today. 611, the bid's here at 611,000. Need to know now at 600. You've told me that before, ma'am. At 611,000. Absolutely sure this time. Definitely done. Thank you very much for your spirited bidding here today. At 611,000. Bids here. Keys are here. At 611, we sell. First call at 611. Done. Second call, 611, the bid. Done and finished. Third, final call at $611,000 the bid. All done. All finished, all silent out at 611,000. Definitely done. We're selling, selling, selling. Sold. Congratulations and well bid. Please join me congratulating our purchasers and our vendors here today. You've just witnessed another